Welcome or welcome back to It Is Not Too Late. Thank you so much for joining me today. And we are going to do the emergency fund. I'm going to do it at the end because I'm putting it with the Back to Basics series. So let's roll and see what we are doing. I'm going to put my $3 aside so I don't forget for my emergency. Because I would do that. Alright, so we got a 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is our big Christmas book. Make sure you guys can see. How is everyone doing? I am doing all right. I am glad it is the weekend. I had a very rough week. And that is just how it goes sometimes. All right. So this first one is a search and save with Budget with Amanda. So I need 2 6-sided. And we'll do gold on the top and green on the side, which is this cocoa. So we'll put $1 in, and I will mark that off. We're just going to see what we can get through here. Alright, next up is our Christmas in July bingo with Anna Banana Budgets, and I had so much fun playing this, so I'm just keeping it in here. Even though I have a ton of other things I could add. So, but it's still August, so I think we can keep it in here a bit longer. And so you've got these little cards, and you lay them out until you get a bingo. Some is here. Oh, there is Santa. And then there is a couple of different ways that you can save with this, depending on what you want to do. So once we get a bingo, I will go over that. Oh, there it is. I'm like, why can't I find this one? Alright. Should be getting close to a bingo. Alright. So we have a diagonal bingo this way. So you can either, there's little numbers on each card and you can add those up. So this would be 4, 5, 8, 10, or you can do whatever amount you want, or you can count how many cards that you drew. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So in our case, either way, the answer was 10. So I guess that we are saving 10 in here today. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The trade for a 10. Okay. Next up is Santa's Helper. This is from Lisa Grateful Me, and this is our catch-all, but we will just roll a 3-sided, and add a little bit of something to it. We're going to add one. Alright, this is from Budget with Amanda, and this is just a roll and save. And we got a 2. So we'll add 2 in to this one. Alright, this is from the Butterfly Budgeter, and I am just going in order. So this one, the next one is a 4. So we'll add our $4 in. And I figured at the pace that we're going that we might actually finish by Christmas. Alright, this one is from Charma Budgets, and the same thing, we're just going in order. And we are on this scratch off symbol, and we rolled and determined that these little scratch off is $2. So we'll add 2 in there. Alright, this one is from Budget with Amanda. And instead of doing like a plinko, I am doing it kind of like a roll-in race. So we will roll a 6-sided, and we got a 6. So we're going to color in the 6 here. 3, 4, 5. I'm going to trade for a 5. Oops. And a 6. Alright, next is another one from Lisa Grateful Me, another Santa's Little Helper. So we got a 2, so we're going to put $2 into this one. And these are just great for if you want to make a donation, or if you run across someone that just needs a little helping hand, that you have some money set aside to be able to do that. So I love that, and we are doing that. Alright, this one is Budget with Amanda, and it's Save 75, and we're just going to roll to see which spot will fill in. We got 3, so 1, 2, 3. So this one is $3. One, 2, and 3. Another one, we're just kind of taking our time with it, and that's okay. Alright, this is from Ashley Monet, and we got a 6 and a 6, and that is, let's see, so we've got elves, decor, Santa, clothing, snow or sand, or miscellaneous. So I think that one is decor, so we'll put a 1 in. Alright. Let's see if we can turn the page or not. Alright, this one is from Plan to Save Designs. And we got a 2, and we do not have any 2s. Come on now. You've got to be kidding. Alright, 4. And there is a 4 right here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This one also saves $75. Alright, this one with Budget with Amanda, and again we're just going in order, so we hit every spot. And this reindeer, and reindeers are $3. So 1, 2, and 3. We'll put that in. And we are back to the beginning. We got a 3 and a 4 is a bow. And bows are $1. I don't think we have enough to do bingo again. We're going to skip the Santa's helper. The roll and save, we got $3. So 1, 2, and 3. We still have a few dollars to go. So back to the butterfly budgeter, and the next one is a 1. We'll add a 1 in. And we have $3 left. And we have this symbol, which is a box challenge, and a box challenge is $3, so isn't that convenient? Alright, so let's go back to the beginning and we'll get the binder. And challenge 1, we're adding $2. So it is up to 1, 2, 3, and $4. Challenge 2, we're adding 10, so it is up to 16. And that is Anna Banana Budgets. Challenge 3, we are adding $1. And this is up to 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So let's buy a 5. Challenge 4. We're adding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is up to 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So let's trade for a 10. Challenge 5. We're adding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is up to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's get a 5. Try and buy my ones back so that I have enough as I'm going through everything. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 adding today. So this one is up to 10, 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. And buy a 10. All right, we're adding 6 to the Plinko roll and raise. So we are up to 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. So challenge 8, we're adding $2. And so this one is up to 10, 11, 12, 13. Challenge 9, we're adding $3. And this one is up to 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 51. Let's buy a 10. So that one's coming along nicely. 51 out of 75. All right, we're adding $1 to this one, so up to 10, 20, 1, 2, and 3. All right, this one we are adding $4 in. And so we're up to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 54 out of 75, so that one's coming along really nicely. And this last one, we are adding $3. So we are up to 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's get a 5. And that is that. Well, let me get this cleaned up, and then I'm going to get out my emergency fund and my back to basic stuff. So I will see you in just a minute. Okay, so here is the emergency fund tracker, and this is a freebie down in my Ko-fi. And so I encourage you to go and grab that. This sheet will do $500, and then you can I've seen a couple of people, they will like color half of it. I am doing numbers, and then when I go to do the second one, I'll like color it in, and that will be my 1,000. So far we've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. I'm going to trade for a 10. Okay. So that is that, and we are right on schedule. I'm doing $3 a day. I know there's some people that are doing $5. I know that there are people that just save what they can and fill in as many spots as they can. There's people doing $1. There's people doing less. Do what you can. Save something. It is so important. Okay. So last time we were working on, so we got our 4 walls, and then I said put in like extra things. So for me, This is phone, internet. My husband gets money. Trying to remember, because your 4 walls, so it's your rent or your mortgage, your power, your water. I put garbage up here because it's required in my state that you have to have garbage service. I have to have gas to get to work. Our food budget is super low because we stockpiled a few years ago, and so now I'm going and kind of eating through that. And then I also go and save whatever I can, and twice a year there's a grocery store just south of us, and butcher comes in and you can buy like big quantities. Like we got chuck roast, and so you've got the whole thing, and the butcher's there, and you know, I told them, you know, divide it up so they're like 3 to 5 pound roasts, or whatever. We got a whole bunch of hamburger. We got, so a lot of my food budget goes for that. I get, I mean, we get eggs regularly, milk, and some fresh vegetables, but we don't spend a lot on food because we have so much. So outside of our 4 walls, we've got our phone, our internet. My husband gets some money. I will get a little bit, but usually I take that out of my savings, so I don't necessarily write it in my budget. Okay, so writing down these extras, and I mean, you guys need to understand, I am like down to bare bones, really. So I don't have a lot. Now I do have a couple of subscriptions for like YouTube or Kofi. So I want to say that's like $35. Alright, so what you do when you're going to do a budget, and I kind of have mine written down. So first you're going to do the whole monthly budget, okay? And there's all kinds of sheets out there, but I want to show you, you can do it just on a piece of paper. Okay, so first thing you're going to do is put your income. And then, and this is for the whole month. This is how you're going to start. And then we'll break it down by paycheck. But this way, if you get paid once a month, then you just do this. And if you get paid every 2 weeks, we'll show you that. Or weekly, you can break it down even further. Okay. So for September, I'm going to do September's just to kind of give you guys an example. Excuse me. And I'm just checking because one of my months coming up, I think it's October, I get paid 3 times because I get paid bi-weekly. So for my income, for my paychecks, I'm going to get $3,000. Now, I am going to have rollover money from August. Of $1,485. Okay, so this is going to give me $4,485 for the month of September. Okay. Alright, next I'm going to write out my 4 walls. So this is what I absolutely have to do. So, mortgage, my power bill is $200. My water is $60. My garbage is $60. My gas is $500. And my food is $100. So what I'm going to do is take my $44.85 and I'm going to subtract, right? $12.50. Whoops. $44.85 minus. Okay, so this is going to leave me $32.35. And then minus 200 is going to be 30, 35. I'm kind of putting it off to the side so I can see a little bit easier how much I have. 29.75. $29.15. $24.15. And $23.15. Okay. So next I'm going to put in my phone, my internet, my husband, and my subscriptions. So 60. Okay. So minus 60 is $22.55. Minus 100 is $21.55. 20.55 minus is 20.20. Okay. Now yours are going to be, a lot of people have a lot more. If you've got kids and they need lunch money for school, or, you know, I mean, there are just so many things that we individually put into our budget that I cannot even, I can't even come up with everything for you. So you're going to have to go and do the work. And you can do it. Just break it down like this. Okay? Alright. So next up, I have my debt payments, which are Discover, my Capital One, my second Capital One that I call Capital Two, my Les Schwab, my Bank of America, and my Amazon. Okay, and these are the order that they're due in the month. And so this is for like minimum payments, because as we get into this it'll make more sense, but I want to you know, I don't want to pay my Amazon at the beginning of the month if I haven't taken care of all these other to start. Okay. So, my Discover, my minimum payment, so I am working right now. I did decide to go and get a personal loan, and kind of combine some of this, to make my life a little bit easier. It's not finalized yet, but that is what I decided to do. Okay. So my Discover, after that is done, because there's always a little bit of, oh, you've got to pay this much interest, or you forgot you have this charge that comes out, or whatever. So I put $100 for Discover. I have already made my minimum payments for all of these things. So this is just extra, and then we'll see once that loan goes through. Most of these things are going to get paid off, not everything, but a lot of these things are going to get paid off, and that's just how it is. Alright, Capital One, I'm also putting 100. Capital Two, I'm also putting 100. My husband uses this Capital Two, and I use the Capital One. But if he needs gas or something, or needs to run to the store, he will frequently use this card, rather than pulling money out of my checking account or our checking account, because he doesn't use that joint account, because he doesn't want to mess up my bills, which is very nice. Alright, my Les Schwab payment is $75 a month. My Bank of America is about $100. And my Amazon is about $100. I am not paying off in full my Les Schwab. It is at like $500. I am almost done with this. I'm just going to continue paying it. My Bank of America is not paid off. And my Capital One still has a little bit on it. Once I get everything figured out, then, you know, I'll get some more solid numbers, but this is what I'm working with right now. So, let me find my calculator. Okay, so minus 100, minus 100, minus 100, minus 75, minus 100, minus 100. So this is going to bring it down to 1445. So that is paying off everything, but I've got to look at October. I don't get paid until the 3rd, so I need to pay another mortgage, which is $12.50. Okay. So that brings it down to about $195. Now, what I'm not putting in here right now is, you know, what I saved all month. I finished the box challenge. I have to figure out what that is. If I need money, you know, I can use that towards the payment for wherever it was going. And I don't like to do that. I like these challenges and everything to be extra, but it doesn't always work that way. And that is just me being really honest. I'm going to put October right here so we remember. Alright, so this is basically, so I know what I'm doing. For September, I have enough money. I've got a little bit left over. And then we'll go through and I'm going to write it out and really break it down. So I will do that next week. So I want to play with mine and hopefully I'm going to have some more solid numbers for you. But you want to look at your entire month, look at everything. And yours is probably going to be quite a bit longer than mine. Okay, start with your fix, your 4 walls, your have-to-haves. Then your, you know, my kids and my husband would be really mad if we didn't have phone and internet. Maybe it's cable. You know, whatever it is, put everything down so you can really see what you're doing. And then when you get to your debt, put your minimum payments down. Okay. And then I just know my mortgage comes out automatically on the 1st. I don't get paid till the 3rd. So I have to have that mortgage money. And I typically do that. I will roll over funds, like from August. I'm rolling over a significant amount into September because I want to say my first check, yeah, my check is on September 5th, so I have to pay my mortgage basically out of my August money. Okay? So, I hope that makes sense. Work writing this out like this, and then we'll go and break it down a bit further, and we're going to put it on an actual calendar next month, or next week. All right, have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.